we thought that, or at least the modernist promise was, if you consume, if you have a high standard of living, then you will be happier. And what we see over and over again in the research is that that is not true. So not necessarily higher standards of living after a certain level lead to higher well-being.
When I asked to my child Alessandro, 12 years old, Alessandro, do you want a bicycle for your birthday? He told me, but Daddy, there is 15 bicycles in front of the house.
In the future, only selling is no solution. It has to stop. Growing and growing and growing is not the solution anymore.
Existing unsustainable patterns of consumption and production in the affluent world are responsible for increasing resource scarcity, loss of biodiversity, and climate change with its numerous and disastrous effects. Lifestyles characterized by intensive consumption are harmful for the environment, but they have also failed to deliver on the promise of happiness and a more leisurely life. Instead, European citizens feel increasingly more time-pressured and experience less well-being, while our overall material affluence and ecological footprints are increasing. The project Glamurs has taken up the challenge of identifying the obstacles to and prospects for transitions to sustainable lifestyles and a green economy, and seeks to develop integrated models of lifestyle and economic change.
Glamurs is tackling a key issue for the future, lifestyles. And if we want to move towards a sustainable development, we need to have new technologies, we need to have new combustion engines, we need to have more performing power plants, but what we need more is change of lifestyles, change of behaviors. For a long time we have been in a so-called industrial paradigm, where the idea was to extract, to consume, to dispose, and to waste. That was the old paradigm. I think that today we are moving towards a more circular economy-based system, and for that we need new technologies, but we need also new behavior. If you want to reduce your energy consumption in transport, it's not only good to have a better car, more efficient engine, but you need to reduce your speed. And that's all the debate between fast and slow. We need to find a good balance. For the last 2-3 centuries, we have been towards a world for more. We want to have more speed. We want to have more resource. We want to consume more. That's, I think, the industrial paradigm. We are in this post-industrial paradigm. We spoke about a post-carbon society where the quality is more important than quantity, where services have taken a larger place than industry, where we should think towards new sustainable lifestyle. It's not only the share of GDP which matters, it's also the beyond GDP, the well-being, the welfare, the happiness.
Glamurs adopts an innovative and systemic approach to lifestyles, considering them to be patterns of time use in daily life domains and contexts, how people structure their everyday life, how they make decisions regarding their work, home, and leisure life, and what brings them happiness and well-being, have important consequences for sustainable lifestyles. Bringing in non-scientific ways of knowing and communication is needed to address the urgent problem of living more sustainably, but methods of assessment of scientists have yet to catch up with this awareness. Glamurs integrates the views of stakeholders, policymakers, entrepreneurs, and green pioneers, and develops an integrated vocabulary and grammar for its inter- and transdisciplinary research team.
Part of the Glamurs project involves politicians, involves decision makers and stakeholders from civil society organizations to build the knowledge in an approach called knowledge co-production. This means that the science has now the monopoly of the knowledge, and the knowledge can be obtained from different sources like policymakers, like stakeholders, companies, and civil society organizations.
The central piece of the project is also a knowledge co-production package, where it's the hub of the project. So it's where everything comes together and where we try to integrate knowledge coming from all the other packages in order to formulate policy recommendations. But it's also a platform for interaction with different groups of stakeholders, external stakeholders to the project. We interact through this through this part of the work. We interact with European stakeholders, with local stakeholders, in bringing in their knowledge and their insights and integrate them into the project.
The project studies and compares across 7 European regions and 6 lifestyle domains that are relevant for sustainability: the work-leisure balance, housing, food consumption, mobility, energy use, and the consumption of manufactured products. We investigate these European regions in order to understand their characteristics and their potential for transitions to sustainable lifestyles and green economies. Galicia in Spain, Aberdeenshire in Scotland, Banat Timiș in Romania, the Danube-Bohemian Forest in Austria, Rotterdam, Delft, The Hague in the Netherlands, Lazio region in Italy, as well as central Germany. We focus on both regular citizens as well as frontrunners of sustainability by including sustainability initiatives in each region that have established as their objective to influence several or all of the before-mentioned domains: food and energy cooperatives, repair cafes, transition towns, eco-villages, sustainable clothing cooperatives, a governmental work smart program, and a whole bioregion.
In most of the case studies, there are only bottom-up initiatives, so grassroots movements that started from the citizens. And they are stuck at a certain point in time when they are not further supported by top-down levels, so government, local government, regional government, or governmental funding programs such as the LEADER program or other regional development programs. And then they might stay in their niche and can never get, as we say in transition management, out from niche to mainstream.
We cannot forget that research is funded by citizenship through the taxes. So the citizenship has the right to obtain the benefits of this investment in the way of policy recommendations or in ways that improve their quality of life.